Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. I'm going to give you a quick review of this new Polish tier 10 medium, the CS-63. So at the moment I'm just going to bring you back a few replays. I haven't added anything amazing in this tank yet because I've had to start a new crew in this tank. So it's only got three crew skills at this point in time. My other Polish crew is set up for heavy tanks, so it's not really appropriate for this. So I had to start a new crew. So I've got the very first three crew skills I always get, which is Sixth Sense, preventative maintenance, and Brothers in Arms. So I can run rations to improve everything. So yeah. So big difference in this thing. It's got a new engine mode, which is rapid mode, which if you engage it, your aim is pretty atrocious, but your speed increases and your engine weight to engine power increases a lot, so you can go up hills pretty damn fast. Now I was considering, like, oh, is this a bit gimmicky, a bit like the siege mode, which, you know, isn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be. But this is actually quite a good mode. So obviously in rapid mode you can't really do much shooting, or at least not very accurately. But you can do pretty much a light tank's job. Pretty much, you're a little bit bigger than a light tank, obviously, so easier to hit. But if you're in, like, say, Provorovka, and you've got no lights on your team, you can basically be the light tank for your team, which is great. And obviously it makes you you can engage it in the first part of the match to get into position very quickly, which can be a bit dangerous. Honestly, you quite often don't want to be the first tank spotted, because you're going to get artillery on you and get shot. A lot of people trying to shoot at you, but it can be useful in that respect. And obviously if your flank's going to die, you can fall back really quickly by engaging it. But obviously it takes 2 seconds to engage the different modes, which can make all the difference. You're going to have to make sure your team's going to lose that flank before all of your allies are dead. Quite frankly, because 2 seconds can make a big old difference, can't it? If they have destroyed all your allies, and they're pretty much all they're focused on is shooting you, those 2 seconds can make the difference between getting hit by a Death Star and getting away scot-free. So you want to make sure that there's some allies left before you start falling back, so you can engage your different engine mode. Yeah, it's not got any armor, guys, so you don't really want to be taking any hits if you can help it. I mean, you can bounce the occasional tier 8 and tier 9 if they hit your angled turret armor or whatever, but you won't be doing any bouncing, not really. So like I said, again, I haven't got any not got any real crew skills on this thing. So the big problem with this tank is I've also I've got no camo on because I'm trying to save money, and I've spent a lot of money on this particular tank, so I didn't really want to waste money on temporary camouflage, and I didn't want to pay gold or use my free camouflage tokens, because you can win when you get this tank. You can play lots of games in it, and you can win hero camo for it, and it looks pretty decent. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest, but it doesn't look too outlandish or anything, so I'm going to try to go for that. So I don't want to waste my free coupons to get camo. I don't really want to waste my silver either on temporary camo. So this Obviously, at the moment, this tank is bare bones, really. No camo, not many crew skills. But I've been doing okay in it. I haven't had any stonking games, but I've had some pretty decent games. And I think, you know, once I've got crew skills on, a lot of, you know, got close to 9 crew skills and the camo on, I think we can do a lot of work on this thing. Yeah, of course I'll take a hit from the Death Star like that. Um, but I'm getting some spotting. I would advise, personally, I would advise when it comes to crew skills, I would invest lots of skills on camo and view range and aim assist crew skills. I mean, obviously, it depends on what your kind of play style is to how many of those crew skills you get. I'm going to probably get muffled shot and silent driving, because this tank would be very good at flanking. When you get some camo perks on this thing, I think you're going to be obviously you're very fast, so you can get up to the side, up to the flank. Going to get with cruise camo skills, you're going to be pretty silent and deadly. But don't expect to be hitting too much when you're in the rapid mode. Like I said, it's it really reduces your aim speed and aim time. And the reload in this thing's pretty decent, right? There was obviously people having some good games in this thing already. I mean, that wasn't a good game per se, but it was it's a decent game, and the tanks only just come out as well. So, and it's another thing I've noticed. It's very, very expensive to run. I'm not sure why. In particular, I don't know if I'm just not using it properly or what. But I've been losing money on most games on this thing. Even winning games, I've been losing some cash if I have a pretty okay game. I really have to have a really good game and a winning game to actually make any money in this thing. So I don't know what that is all about. Hopefully Wargaming will sort that out. I don't know why. I guess the ammo costs a lot of money in this thing. I don't know. Bit ridiculous. But there you go. So yes, with crew skills, with camo, I think this would be a very, very good medium. So if you like mediums, I'd definitely advise you to go for this line. But yeah, it's a nice new addition to the tech tree, right? It's been a little while since we've had a new tier 10, and I'm kind of glad I went for it. I had some free XP, and I was just like, well, do I go for the new Polish, or do I go for the Leopard, which is the other one I kind of want to get? But like I said, at the moment I am concentrating on earning silver, and once I get to 100 million, I will then be going for third marks of excellence. And obviously I don't really want to be wasting silver, but unfortunately I want to get the free camo for this thing. So this tank is costing me a lot of silver, to be honest. We've got a hint in the back there. We've just not been having good teams at the moment as well. I have got to learn to play thinking about random teams. I just think, oh, you know, everyone will play a bit like me. So I'm going to try to get to the right positions, play the right objectives, and then you realise that your team is just sat at the back of the map and just not, even when the enemy starts attacking you, they just refuse to actually shoot the enemy and just sit back and just camp for the whole game. That could be very, very annoying. When you obviously playing to win and playing with the mind that a lot of your team should know how to play the game. You get into quite aggressive positions, only then to realise that no one's coming to help you. They're all sat at the back, and the enemy just rushes you and finishes you off pretty quickly. It's quite annoying. But yeah, just get into a bit of the replay, shall we now? Now we've generally gone over the tank. I mean, the reload, by the way, is okay. I wouldn't say it's about 7.7 seconds, I believe. I'm gonna obviously improve that with crew skills and things like that. So hopefully that should be quite improved. That's a pretty decent reload, right? So yeah, we're trying to get this TD, but he's doing the right thing and pretty much dodging it. I don't know how he didn't take any damage from that. If I did the same thing, I would definitely be getting damaged quite badly. We don't want to push him now. He's probably reloaded. Don't want to take a big hit unless I have to. And then we spot this guy. So we just wait till we're down. We put a bigger hit into him. And yeah, of course that SU hits me. And we don't quite get a chance to ram him. We get over 3,000 damage. That's okay considering the team we're on. They're capping as well. So not going too well for us on that team. Yeah, like I said, I haven't got this tank fully optimized yet. So it obviously can be doing a lot better. We'll try to bring you some better games in the future. I'm obviously trying to go. We got a couple kills. There you go, got it. Almost 3,000 damage. No, over 3,000 damage. 2 kills, and I still lost money. Which I wouldn't normally. I don't think I'll probably be in the earning 20,000 plus there, even on the losing game. I would expect that kind of money loss from like a Death Star or something like that, but not from a medium. I am running premium repair and premium first aid and consumables, yeah, sure, but I didn't really use any premium ammo, I don't think, in that last game either. Yeah, so we're gonna get up on the hill here, and as you can see, we're just going over 30 up on a very steep hill. We are the first one on this hill by a mile. We've got other mediums coming up here, and they're just not making the same kind of progress we are. So we can take a good position, but like I said, can be a bad idea rushing into a position on your own before you really know what your team's going to be doing. As you can see, we're a tank down already. There's 2 artillery in the game. Not fun, but it's not so bad in the city map. They're going to have less chances to get a shot on you. And we're just waiting. And now mediums and lights would already got up here, but there could possibly be some heavies coming up here, so we're still waiting in this position. And then we kind of see that we've not gone down the railway tracks at all. That's kind of the opposite of what's been happening recently. Most teams seem to be going all the way over and just going down the railway track, and now this match is the actually opposite. So we're going to try this 103. They saying, we bounced. Yeah, so not the most amazing pen on this guy. I'm really surprised that guy's just sat there, honestly. I was gonna track him, which would have probably been the better idea, but I didn't think he would stay long enough. But apparently so. So we got almost 1,000 combined damage already. So we're going to try to defend the cap here. There we go. We track him and pen him. Something is looking at us. I'm ready to take a big old hit here. I'm considering there's going to be a TD out there on the railway track looking at us, but nothing comes. We try to take a quick shot on that light tank. He gets away from us, unfortunately. But we're going to just sit here and farm some damage. We've got over 1,000 damage of our own, almost 500 assisted, and yeah, there's still people to shoot at. Trying to get a shot on. Little bit fast on the trigger there. I still don't think it probably would have hit even if he did come fall back far enough, quickly enough. We're just sat here hoping to get more shots off, right? That's the good thing about taking the high ground, guys. You can shoot down on enemies, and they're mainly concentrated. Trying to track this guy didn't quite work, but we got a shot into him, and he's almost dead, right? And that's the good, yeah, like I said, good thing about the high ground. And that was a very small shot. We managed to get it into the back of a very dangerous tank. Is that the E3? Yeah, no, that's the E4. Yeah, and we don't want to. There we go. It's an Iron Rain, again, a very dangerous tank. It's got 3 clips, 3 shells in its clip, and they can hit you very hard. And if it's, you know, even though, I mean, even with his normal ammunition in, he would still probably be able to pen us, and he could almost clip us out, to be honest, if he got all 3 shots off and all penned all 3. I still love that tank. I haven't used it for a very long time because I've got so many new tanks to play, but I really want to get back into the playing the Iron Rain. That's the one tank I want to try to get a free mark on. It's a little bit more difficult in some ways after 6.0, but in some ways even better because the accuracy's improved. Now there's an IS-4 there, and there's a tank right in front of me, and I'm just, why don't you push it? All you need to do is pen it once, and he's dead. So I'm going to go in and do exactly that. He's not quite concentrating on me, and of course I bounce. And unfortunately, reload is not quite good enough. But then he doesn't pay attention to us. And unfortunately, the 50 TP takes care of him instead. Pens him from the front. I'm guessing he had premium ammo. And then there's the E4s backed up into the corner there. I'm not sure why. We're going to go in and try to get some shots off on this guy. Unfortunately, we hit the dead tank in front of him. This guy just pushes in. Crazy. I'm not sure what he was thinking. We're going to try to pen his cupola. We managed to do it. And see if we can get one more shot into this guy. Try to track him in place. We kill him anyway. He didn't have enough health left anyway. So yeah, that's out of the picture. So we got over 3,000 combined now. That's a pretty good result. We've still got all our health. So we go down the railway track to see if we can spot anything. Like I said, our view range isn't the best at the moment because of my lack of crew skills. There's no one there. You would think they'd be pushing up. Maybe they're defending the base. Who knows at this point. We're putting in premium rounds now because we want to make every shot count. They could still pull this back if they work together. We're spotted by something, and that's very irritating. We put these dead tanks between us and hope. And we think it's that guy that's shooting at us. And he does try to shoot at us, so we move on up. And unfortunately, there's a TD at the back, unspotted. So he puts a shot into us. We we bounced the shot there, I think. So we lost all of our health in a matter of like seconds there. So that's very unfortunate. So we go down this way. Everyone else is going down the other way, so we presume their concentration is going to be on that side. Nope. We bounce a shot. We put in activate our food, and it looks like to me they're both going for me by the looks of things. He comes side on. He bounces a shot there, guys. Our front plate isn't too bad. We missed the last shot on that guy. Unfortunately, reload is not good enough. Trying to bounce his shot. Doesn't do it, unfortunately, but we do pen to finish him off. there. We had a tiny bit of health left. We just managed to get through that with the win and survived. And we came first there with over 4,000 damage, over 500 assists, and 2 kills. And there you go. I've only got earned 3,000 silver from that. I came coming first. I did use a few premium rounds, but anyway, bye guys. Hope you enjoyed the review.